So, as we are discussing the consistency, system design, and also atomic design within system design, which helps us keep everything consistent, and also we make sure that there is nothing out of ordinary in terms of alignment and everything else. So let's go ahead and see how atomic design can help us. So in terms of atomic design, you'd want to see these parameters met already. So a label, an input field, a button, a color swatch, and typography style. So let's go to typography style, which we already designed, and you can see we designed titles, subtitle, different type of subtitles, body, two kinds of body, and also indicator, different kind of indicators. So body also has two parts, and indicator has four different type of types. So you can already see all of these here. So typography is as an important part, it is there. Color swatch we will discuss in detail in the next chapter, but you can see you have to predefine your color before you start the design. So you have to create all the color swatches, you have to put them in variable, which helps you make your project structured with all the atomic design. And then you have buttons, but not just a button but buttons. So this is one type of button, and there will be multiple type of buttons will be created within the project itself. So button is covered with icon, an input field which is a text field, which we already did here. These text field can be used anywhere, that is a placeholder. Let me just do one thing. This can be edited, so we need to have change text, we need to apply this here as well. Yes, we have already applied that, so that can be always changed. Now one thing we are missing within the atomic design is a label. So label always has to be there, whether with all the input fields. It depends, like where you are using this input field or text field. A label may be required or not required, but let's put the label and we can do a boolean for it, which means this label can be hidden if required. So we can hide and show these labels. So let's create those label on top of it with the help of typography, which we already created. So let's first we'll go to empty and we'll create one label. Label, and we'll bring it inside the empty field. And so there's one problem I see here. This label has to be outside of this place. So this should have become what you call. So we can play it another way if we want. We can use. Let's see what is the best way to do it. So instead of having this empty as a with all these what you call padding and all, or as a input field, we'll make the placeholder auto layout and an empty field. So field field box, or just a text box, and we might have to make the same changes uh, on all the places. We'll have to put it as fill container, and we might have to remove the outline from this, and we'll have to put the outline here, and we'll use a dark color, and also we'll use the corner radius. So these might changes might have to be put in at all the places. And we also have to use the padding now, and let's use here as well normal padding. Okay, 21 seems to be too much. Let's see if this needs to be vertically aligned, and this is, if this is too much, maybe we can just have the smaller one, or we can have zero padding, because okay, corner radius, why I'm applying at corner radius, this has to be applied here in padding. Maybe let's apply 0 here, because text is already creating the margin, but still that's less. We might need to add one smaller variable. It's less, let's increase that, and let's make all of these into auto layout. So okay, this is supposed to be already an auto layout. Okay, this is an auto layout, but there is a gap is not working, so let's do a gap here. Okay, all right, so we have that gap. Now within the empty box itself, we need to use gap, so we'll use the smallest gap here, which is 7. Okay, and now let's go to the label, and we'll try and take this label as well. We'll change the color to normal text and body normal, or we can use indicator big, indicator large, which is a label which doesn't look that bad. Let's see if we need, okay, we might need to. Don't use the grid, but let's use, so there is something missing here. This needs to be properly placed. For placeholder, padding is too much. Let's use smaller padding. Let's try 14. 14 looks nice. And text also looks too big maybe. Let's use the larger indicator. And for this padding, let's try, okay, that is a corner radius. Let's try 7. Okay, 7 doesn't look that bad. We can still utilize that. All right. So one label is created. Now let's use this uh, property everywhere. So we will just duplicate this, or maybe let's see, we might need to copy the label, or we can copy both of these and put it inside field, and we just need to copy the we can just delete this, and we can maybe make remove the color and everything else. Just let it have it, and then just remove the colors. and outline as well, and we need this to be vertical align, and this needs to be bigger, and we need to apply the same logic here for gap, which was 7. And now let's use the color here. So there is nothing missing, and let's just replace this. Paste and replace. Okay, that's maybe too much. Maybe just we need to just copy and paste it again, or let's just duplicate it, and we need to create the same property. Let's see how it can work better. Okay, we'll just create a variable for it, and we'll just have I for it, and we'll remove this, and we'll use this one as instead of variant pipe, we'll call it typing, and we'll duplicate this again, and we'll just copy this, and we'll paste it inside. We'll delete this, and we'll name this as error, and we'll also change the text here. Place folder, and we may need to change the outline here, which is for error. So this is how you can place label, and that can be always utilized. And maybe now we need to apply two properties to this label. So let's select all these labels and apply. We should be able to change label text, and we need to also be able to hide this. So we'll do this from appearance. Let's go to appearance, show label. So you have the label properties as well. Now let's go ahead and see if this is working fine. So let's go ahead and test it here. So you got all the labels within the design, and now let's see if we can try to change it. So we have applied here. We might not need this. Let's delete this. So let's say you have label 1, so we can call it first name, or let's call it full name. So that's how you can create the labels and change the label. That comes under atomic design. So you have to cover all part of atomic design. Maybe I have it as the smallest way, but there is a larger way to cover all the part of atomic design. So in next chapter, we are going to learn about color theory, accessibility basic, how color helps in terms of uh, how to make the colors very consistent. We already did some part of it, but we'll do a complete part of it, wherein you will understand RGB, CMYK, and what happens within UI color theory. So see you in the next course. next chapter.